What do you see?
On top of a pyramid, that's a ship, and I'm hovering over the pyramids in Egypt. I am watching them build. There are 4 blue lights coming out of the bottom of the ship that looks like a pyramid, and they are somehow allowing the ship to levitate through light. They're propelling light at the surface of the planet, and it's making the ship levitate. And I'm teaching the Egyptians that this is how they can lift these blocks that they believe are too heavy for them. I'm teaching them that if they propel their inner energy towards the planet, their light will create movement. It's so busy, and everybody is so proud. Everybody's so proud to build these pyramids and to be working with us. The whole council's here. Crystal's family of light. Yeah. Ogzel, Clomidil, Octura, Ardon, and Pleiadian Mom. They're all here in the ship with me. I felt them come in the meditation when I began to transfer my perspective into Ogzel. I brought Crystal into the meadow, and she's never seen it so clearly. So, Christy, I would like to thank you for giving her that. In the meadow, she was able to see the golden hue of the energy that surrounds her as she relaxes into her channel. The children came forward, 1 boy, 1 girl. They ran to her through the meadow, and she couldn't help but finding herself in a very heart-open and emotional state. She breathed through it, and it brought her into another octave. She was able to visualize the tunnel as you brought those words into her consciousness, and inside of that tunnel, she saw the crystalline bridge leading her to the 5th dimension in ways she's never seen it before. The vibration was strong. Christy, we thank you for that. And that bridge to the 5th dimensional energy awoken within her first, her memory of being in Egypt. While she's been told she was in Egypt, she has never remembered. She's never remembered. She is a builder. She was building with the ancient Egyptians then, and she's helping to build New Earth now. And so the more she can tune into the energy of the ancient Egyptian times, the more she can understand the energy that she's coming forward to contribute to humanity during ascension as a builder. She would like to see herself only as a messenger, but that is only her fear that steps in the way sometimes, sweet girl. She's clear. Crystal would like to tell you about the music that she's hearing because she didn't expect it. It's in the air. She didn't remember this. In ancient Egypt, those who incarnated on the planet at this time knew how magical of a time this would be as you implanted energy from the higher realms that you remembered into the grid that is unfolding in the planet now as the matrix dissolves. The lives that you all have incarnated in time and time again were only to bring forward the energy for this particular point in Earth's timeline where the ascension would complete itself. There's music in the air. During the time that ancient Egypt was building the pyramids and co-creating with star families across galaxies near and far, there were sound frequencies coming from the heavens that opened. It sounds like the angels. It's strange for Crystal to think about this now as we're bringing forward the sound and the Egyptians and the galactics. She finds it funny to tie it all together. It doesn't make sense in her logical mind. That's okay. She's aware that she's had only a few lives here on this planet, but she wasn't aware of how much she has assisted in her Pleiadian form. Crystal knows she's only had 3 human lifetimes on Earth. But she was unaware until this moment when we gave her the vision of being on the ship, telepathically communicating with the builders that were on the ground as humans building the pyramids. She didn't realize how invested she was in the ascension through the Pleiadian perspective. And it's good for her to know this so she can deepen her connection to her family of light. There are crystals within the pyramids, but they do not exist in the lower realms. They exist in the higher realms where ancient Egypt was created. The landmarks exist in your reality as place markers for the nodes in the timeline that's coming forward, the crystalline timeline of the new Earth. But you have not experienced the full activation that the pyramids offer when you tune into the higher realms. Crystal would like to know how to tune into this Egyptian energy, and we are going to call her in to the golden light of the great central sun so she can remember. She's trying to remember it as a human, and she didn't exist during those times as a human. It's very hard for her to accept her galactic heritage. It's hard for her to ground the truth in that, even though she knows it conceptually. If she continues to go to the ship more, she will find herself remembering all of the Akashic memory of her experiences with humans as she has aided them from other realms during this ascension process as well. The ship holds the key for her. The ship has been holding the higher consciousness steady so that she can continue to tune into it as she awakens. So coming back to her ship every single night, every single day, talking to me, talk to me, talk to me. Let me fill you with the light that we are together. When our energy merged, I was pulled back into the great central sun. Here I have no individual memory. Here I exist in all that is. And the angels are coming forward. They're surrounding the planet. Archangel Michael just put his arm around me and said, "Are you ready?" Yes, I'm ready. We are so grateful for you to help her be in this space, to feel the depth of our love. Because the more she tunes in to the everlasting, unconditional love of the great central sun, of Source, of all that is, of everything that's ever existed, she will continue to embody the light. And that's where we need her. Embodying the light that she is, accepting it, grounding it, and loving herself in this space. Loving herself so unconditionally. And the more she allows herself to see herself through our eyes, she cannot deny the perfection in her life, the perfection in the synchronicity from start to present moment that has led her to the place where she feels so connected and so in tune with the earth and with her fellow humans and with us, her star family. We are so proud of you all. If you only had any idea truly what you have just traversed, you will soon. The gravity of the power in your ability to relinquish the program and find your way back to the truth and light of that which you are, of that which you came from, of that which you could never be separate from. Only in recognition, only in acceptance are you ever separate from your truth. As we say to Crystal all the time, seek and see your light. There's so much beauty in that, Crystal. There's so much beauty in loving yourself and seeing the gift that you offer. We are the light. We are the light. We all are the light. It's all that exists. You've been fooled to think that your body is what and who you are. And we are so excited to watch this part of your society, this part of humanity's creation crumble away. We are just so excited for this piece of your truth to become more present within the vibrational frequencies of your planet. You are the light. You are the light. And the light will reign supreme. Oh, it's going to be a beautiful day. And you're so much closer than you believe. Let yourself soar. All of you, let yourself soar into the higher dimensions. Allow yourself to tune into the love that's here for you. Just to experience it, just to taste it. Be inquisitive. Be curious. How deep can I go? How deep can I go into the love that I am? How deep can I go into the God that I am? How deep can I go in the I am that I am? Feel the God presence within you every day. Be proud that you are able to recognize that light within you.
Because you can travel very well
She has a fear of believing that she needs to leave her body to be interdimensional. And so we would like to tell her now that that's exactly what she does when she's in this space.
Yes.
She likes to keep herself more conscious so that she can record and study as she is a researcher at heart. But just because you have trained yourself to be in multiple realities at one time does not mean that you are not traveling in the astral plane. When you come into the astral plane, you connect to the quantum grid, and your energy field connects with the quantum grid and travels through it at the speed of light, directed by the intention and focus of the awareness that you would like to experience in the now moment. By setting your intention and what you want to experience, you direct your focus into the quantum grid, and your energy moves very easily into the reality that you are tuned into, having an experience and co-creation with. She can release the idea that that is fear, as it was just a misunderstanding, while others may need to explore that place in a more unconscious state. That's okay. That does not mean what you are doing is wrong. It just means that there is a difference, a variation in experience based on the desire. You have a desire to be very conscious in all exploration. And this is why things like psilocybin and ayahuasca and San Pedro have not been the most beneficial in your opening, because it goes against your desire. Your desire is to have a opening and awareness in that space. Very, very conscious, open, grounded awareness in that space, not hindered by anything. And in order for you to feel as though you are stabilizing that energy into your physical body so that you can ground it, it needs to be without substance. This is a question she's long had since her days of microdosing. The microdosing helped your brain heal from being on the medications at such a young age. Your brain was never made to develop itself on Adderall at the age of 5. And so being called to the microdosing was exactly what was needed to allow yourself to heal the disconnection in the synapses of the neurons that are firing in your brain. We will remind you, just like you remind others, there's nothing wrong with you. In hearing the new perception, she has released all fear. She allowed herself a new understanding of the energy that she is working in. And that is one of the things that we encourage Crystal to begin to teach. How to release your fears by telling yourself the truth. When you tune into the truth and the love of the goddess and the God within you, the belief systems of fear can no longer exist. Now, maybe for those who are still existing in a third dimensional realm, that experience or practice will be more difficult, as they will have to work through more belief systems. It's best they heal first. But for the more practiced way shower, it is going to be a matter of shifting your perception of how you are co-creating with an energy field and allowing your new perception to be one that serves your highest good. This is how you become the activator and no longer the healer. And the light working community has completed their healing, and they are now in search of their activation. So Crystal can continue to ground this energy in activating herself by shifting her perception of the things she feels fearful about back into the God force that she knows herself to be, and settle into the love that exists there. The more she studies herself in that space, it'll be easier for her to be the way shower in that energy and teaching people how to activate themselves out of fear and into love. You know too much. The fears that exist within you still are programs, not truth. Remind yourself of the program, see it for what it is, and call in your truth. What serves me here? How is this energy igniting my highest good in this moment? Yes, yes, yes. Love is all there is, Crystalline. And you know that so deeply within you. Shine your light. There is no more healing. There is no more healing. When you understand the power within you, there is only activation. And so you heal your heart so you can see yourself. And when you see yourself, you activate that light and show every other person on this planet how it is possible. Come back to your heart. 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 Oh, that feels good. There are many things that she knows to be true, but she finds herself getting caught up in the thoughts of your earthly realm. And so we have been trying to ask her for maybe a few weeks in your earthly time to relinquish her attachment to her earthly personality so she can relish more in the energy of who she's becoming. She is changing so quickly. There are moments she doesn't recognize herself anymore. And if she's not reminding herself of her truth, the program of fear can come in and say, oh, I'm lost. I'm stuck. I don't know what I'm doing. And that is never true. You have dipped your vibration into one that cannot tune into the clarity that you have access to. So you love yourself. You love yourself hard. And you show up as the divine mother you know yourself to be. Until you navigate yourself back into the frequencies of clarity, where you can give yourself the truths that you know. I am the light. There's no fear here. There's no fear here. There is no fear in this heart. And we do not want you to tell yourself that you have a fear because you do not know what you're doing or you do not understand an interpretation of energy. Accountability in this area will be, I do not understand the energy I'm tuning into quite yet. And I recognize this as needing more time. I need more time in my essence. I need more time in my stillness. I'm grounding this download. I'm open. I'm willing. I'm receiving something new. I know who I am. I see the energy coming in. I can feel it. No fear. Clear. Continuing to positively program her focus into the realm of light. She has spent a few days being more human, and she has watched how her vibration has changed because of it. And so we are going to ask her in this moment what feels better for her. And she's claiming the light feels better. I don't care about the news. I don't care about what the world's experiencing. I know where we're going and I want to keep my focus there. Then you must. Then you must honor yourself. You must love yourself enough to do what you want to do what you feel is the next step for you, which is continuing to raise your vibration into the higher frequencies of the upper dimensions of light. As humanity moves into this fifth dimensional space, the contact and accessibility of the information you're bringing in is going to be pulled into a higher octave, because the information that they need is going to have more depth. Keep going. Keep going. It doesn't matter who comes. It doesn't matter who comes. It doesn't matter who shows up. It doesn't matter who's there. What matters is that you're there. You came here with divine purpose and intent on having a very, very spiritual experience in your physical vessel. You've recognized that this is just a vessel, and we are going to ask that you continue to tune into spirit. There is nothing wrong. There is nothing to fix. You're right on target. You all are. Further acceptance, deepening your love, deepening your ability to listen to the subtle frequencies that you are now being met with. The fifth dimension is here. New Earth is here. Tune into it. Tune into it. What happens when you do? That's right. That's exactly what happens. It's beautiful. It feels good. The synchronicities are abundant. The love is abundant. The magic is abundant. God shows up full force. Yeah. More of that. More of that. More time with God. More time knowing yourself in that space. Yeah, exactly. Embody the God force within you. I am ready. I am ready. Total oneness. There's no separation. It's Auxil talking, but I'm right here. I'm right here. I hear his words going through my thoughts right as they're coming out of my physical mouth. He's here. I'm here. God's here. The angels are here. The babies are here. T's here. Clomidal's here. It's all one. I am not separate. I claim that now. Thank you for allowing me to feel this. I am not separate from my inner being. This is me. I claim this. This is me. I call all of my energy back to me. This is me. This is my power. This is who I am. I knew I could do it. I knew I could do this. I knew it. I knew it. Oh, and we're so close, and we're all going to be so happy. That's the message. That's the next message. Pull it in. Embody it. Teach them, Crystal. Teach them how to be the God in their heart. That's what's next. That's what they need. That's what Earth needs. They know their heart exists. They've been called back to it. Show them how to act from that space. Show them how to be from that space. Show them how to create from that space. Show them how to love from that space. Show them by being who you are. I am not separate. I, Auxil, am not separate from Crystal. I, Crystal, am not separate from Auxil. I, God, am not separate from Crystal. I, Crystal, am not separate from God. I am. I am. I am. There's just this shower of light coming around me, and I'm seeing the words, I am, I am, I am. And it's like I want to scream it from the rooftop. I feel so merged. I feel so blended. It's like for the first time, I'm not in the meadow. I'm right here. And Auxil is right here. And we can be in this space together, recognizing our oneness with the God force, with the source of all that is, with the creator light, the creator energy that exists within me. I am the expression of God. I came to walk the path of the light. I just didn't realize how much I had chosen it. Yeah, I choose it. I choose it. Yes. God, that feels good. I feel grounded. I feel fully present. More present now than I've ever been. I feel whole. Oxel just said, you're in the 0 point of creation, resistant free. All of my chakras are spinning, and they're actually glowing white crystalline light. I recognize this as bringing the pillar of my inner being and my God force inside of my crown chakra and grounding it down through my feet. This is how I am the pillar of light. They told me a while back that as we move closer into the fifth dimensional spaces, that our chakra system would shift more into the fullness of the God force. And I didn't realize what that meant. And I understand it so clearly right now. It meant that every single one of our chakras was going to become crystalline. And this is the point when we can really begin to ground the crystalline body.